Whoa, look at all of you over there chatting away. That is so fantastic. Doreen says that she ran out to go get a quick snack. I hope you're back, Doreen. Oh gosh, volume. Sorry, everybody. Oh gosh, it's good to see you all on here. Um, let's see. What have we got going on? I just really appreciate everybody being here tonight, especially after I put up that weird alien picture. Thank you. And I want to thank my mods. Oops, wrong one. And I want to thank my mods that are on here tonight. I saw Noreen, who is obviously preoccupied on another channel as well, and Robert and Lori. That is awesome. And let's see, in the early birds that were on here. Look at all you that were on here chatting before I even went live. That was really awesome. So thank you everybody for being on here tonight. I really appreciate it. And I just say I see that Gina is on here now as well. So thank you to my wonderful mods, and thank you to everybody that showed up here tonight. Go ahead if you would and take a moment and click that thumbs up button down below for me. I really appreciate that. And I thank you for taking care of that, and that really helps me. I see Pearl Pugh on here as well. Hello, Pearl. So many people. Jennifer O'Leary from Texas. I can't hit the, there we go. And then Pearl. And let's see. Um, let's see. I just can't even keep up with all of you on here. I saw that somebody asked me, oh, and Leslie is on here. Hello, my darling. Um, uh, uh, um, I'm sorry. I know I saw something I wanted to respond to, but now I don't see it. I'm reading y'all's comments. I can't read and talk sometimes and chew gum too. And of course, here comes Bandit because he wants to know who his mom's been talking to. But he's grumpy butt today. I just tried to pick him up and he growled at me. So Bandit's down here, but y'all don't get to see him tonight unless he starts being nice. So, because I'm not picking him up. And there's Ramblin' Rome. Hello. And she says I'm looking fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I promise I really am going to get like non-reflective glasses one day. I have an appointment in September, but with everything going on, I don't know that I want to go to an elective an appointment. So I'm not so sure that I'll do that. And I love that No Drama Mama says, Bandit, be nice to your mama. And I'm going to tell y'all why he's in a bad mood, and what has happened this week, and why I feel all alien head in a minute. And you'll maybe you'll understand why he's being so dang grumpy. But anyway, I get it. And let's see. I'm reading. Robert says he can't read and talk on live chat either. Thank you, Robert. And evidently Lola is on here because Carrie Joe is saying hi to her, but I missed it. And Pam is on here as well. So thank you. And I know I saw my cousins on here earlier. So I appreciate you guys. I want to show you a couple of cute pictures. You guys look at this. This is Cindy Lambert, and she is also known as Bucket List Boomer on YouTube. She got the squirrel t-shirt, one of the squirrel t-shirts, and the Debra's Haboob t-shirt from my Teespring store. And if you haven't gone to my Teespring store, please do. Everybody that was on here last week took advantage of the sale. I gave everybody a discount for the weekend, and I had people that got some shirts, and so thank you. And if you didn't know about my store, you can keep on keeping on merchandise as well. And so while you guys were looking at that, I took a chance and picked up Bandit. And you can see by his little face. Hi, darling. You all right? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody? Can you look at the camera? You can tell he's just not feeling well. He won't probably stay up here very long. But and Elizabeth says, that's my niece, everybody. Elizabeth, my niece, says that she is on here with her husband. And oh, and Adventures with Jane is on here, and they say that Tiki is on, but I missed that. I'm sorry. Hi, Tiki. And there are just so many people on here. Yeah, see, he's already wanting down. Oh, you guys, look at this. Alicia, that is my great niece. That was her Aunt Elizabeth, that was just talking to me. Oh, there's Lola. And Lauri R is on tonight. Y'all are gonna see why I really needed y'all on here tonight and why Bandit's not doing good. And I just really am grateful for everybody that's here. And evidently Ann got locked out and came back, so that's awesome, guys. If you're on here and you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, please do. My little baby doesn't feel good. My poor baby. Anyway, weren't those adorable pictures of Cindy, Bucket List Boomer, in her shirts? If y'all have bought merchandise from my store, please send me photos. I got, you want down, buddy? What do you want to do? I got a photo last week. I had that we put up from Valley and Jurancic, and so this week I got to put up Cindy's. And so if you've gotten merchandise, please send it to me and let me know. And my poor little baby, he's like leaning on his mama tonight. So y'all know that last week I also finished my my book, A Pigeon Story. Hi, baby. And I just love it. Uh, if you've bought my book, well, it's not published yet. It will be on as soon as Amazon gets it. We've sent it to Amazon, and as soon as they get it published on digital, it is there. And the paperback, I have ordered the proof copy, and I have to approve that and order my first book copy. Hi, baby. And then I will be able to sell it to the public. So it is done and at the publishers. And last week I also offered a discount on my book, and both digital and paperback. Okay, you can get down. No, you don't want down. Both digital and paperback, and I sold over 40 books already. So thank you, guys. Let me catch up on comments over here again. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What's wrong? Lori says, "What's wrong with Bandit?" I'm going to cover that. I'm going to get to that here in a little bit, in on his update and on my what do I call it? I got to look and see. What do I call it? I call it the weekly spotlight. I'll tell you about that. So, and thank you guys for the well wishes. Megan says, Mino Ferry, she says that congratulations on my book. And if you get it, if you bought my book, same with my merchandise, please send me pictures. My email is deborahdoesrvlife@gmail. It's a new email. And send me pictures via email. Some people try to send me pictures on Instagram Messenger or Facebook Messenger or something like that. And I'm not going to get that. Send it through email. And then so I can post that, please. And Susie says it's been hot there in Victoria, BC. Stay hydrated, everyone. And yes, British Columbia, I know, is getting hit hard too. So, and Susie says, so glad I finished my book. Thank you. And Robert, I know that you are prejudiced, and thank you, but it thrilled me because that's not a genre I know that's normal for me. And it really thrilled me that you enjoyed my book too. Thank you. And look at Lori. Robert put up my email address, and Lori put up my Teespring store. So thank you. And Noreen put up my books. You guys, my mods, are just rocking it tonight. And Carrie Jo says, thank you, or congratulations on your book. Thank you. And look who's in the house. Lynn Kriens just stepped in. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you, my dear. All right, so that was my merchandise and writing update. I always try to get that out of the way first. And right now, I just want to take a moment. You guys, a lot of you have seen my video that went up today. It was a tribute to our good friend Doug. And as you know, my friends, my cousins, Cindy and Mike on here, lost Cindy's mom this week. And my friend Kendall lost her senior dog. And I know that there's just so much going on in the world. And I just love this, that grief is like an ocean. and it comes in waves, and you're likely to see that with me tonight as I talk about the things that I want to talk about, and I tell you about Bandit and everything. So y'all hang in there with me tonight, and we'll get to that. Doreen got shirts, and she says as soon as she wears her shirts, she will email me. Thank you. I am looking forward to that. Sea Lions is in the house and saying hello to everyone. And I appreciate everyone that put comments on Doug's tribute video today, and gave him a good a lot of love and warmth, and shared memories even that were on there. So thank you. And oh, Mimi Weekend, I hope I get to see you in Texas. I'm working on it, but thank you for that shout out on that tribute. Um, let's see. But Mark Adventures with Jane is saying that he must have missed the about Buddy. Buddy, let's see, where did oh, I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry. There. Buddy was Doug's dog, and Doug had been having issues that Robert addressed in the video, and while he was dealing with all of that since spring, his dog Buddy had been with our mutual friend Phyllis, and she is going to be Buddy's forever mom now. And so he's in good hands, and he's doing really well, and those two needed each other, so it was a very good thing. Let's see, Renee is on here from Minnesota. Hello, Renee. Welcome. I hope I haven't missed anything or anybody. It's hard. I have comments over here. I've got to look at the screen sometimes, and I've got my content over here that I'm sharing with you, and I've got a dog in my lap, and I'm trying. It's a wonder I'm not even also trying to chew gum. I'm not trying to chew gum too. And yes, Noreen says thanks to Phyllis, and yes, Phyllis is awesome, and I really she's wonderful, and I just know that she is taking such good care of Buddy. And she sent me a photo and a clip, and I can't share that with you, but she was showing me how well he's doing, and so that is great. Let's see, we have Renee Kennedy in from Tennessee, and Judy Smiley in from San Diego, Wild Rose in from Wisconsin, and let's see. All right, let's go back to my baby. Look at he's he's such a drama king. He's okay, everybody. I'll tell you about him in a minute, but he's okay, but he is not feeling good tonight. Elizabeth, my darling, and Alicia, if my nieces are still on here, please give your mother the link. I didn't get to send it to her today, and that is a promise that I had, my sister, that is a promise I had made to her, that I would send her the link each week, and I didn't. So y'all get her on board, please. And let's see, I'm not sure what that means, Sea Lion. She says this part always reminds me of Romper Room. I don't know that that's a good thing. Oh, little baby boy, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be okay. And let's see. Oh, Paula Plant is in Canada. All right, good for you, Paula. And I'm behind a little bit on comments. I read all the comments. That was one of the. Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. I know. No, if you're gonna growl, you got to get down. Y'all are fixing to see his bad side. Okay. I was going to talk a little bit about delays. I got to say hi to Fergal in the house though. And then Ramblin' Rome says she always watched for her name. That's so cute. I love that. I'm behind a little bit on comments. I'm pretty caught up, but I haven't answered any from today from Doug's video, but I'm caught up other than that. But I please know that I'll always read all your comments. I always read all your emails. I don't always get around to everybody and answer each one individually. I try to, but I don't always get to. But just know that I always read every single comment and every single email, and I try to get back to as many people as fast as I can. So thank you. Oh, romper room. Is that what y'all are talking about? Romper room and the names coming. I wasn't quite sure what that means. Bandit got hair on me. And Steve and Beverly are in the house. I think Steve's trying to tell me something about Beverly, but I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Look, Priola gave me a super. Yay! Thank you. That's a lot of fireworks, but thank you so much. And she says, run out and get some ice cream. Things will, she's giving it to Bandit and telling him to go get some ice cream. Things will be better and share with his mama. So thank you. And Beverly really wants to snuggle and love Sweet Bandit. Yeah, we'll get on down the line on the subjects tonight, and I'll tell you about him and what's going on. Mimi Weekend says that she jumped at the honk, and now I got to find out. Oh, this honk? So did Bandit. Oh, that's so funny. Um, oh, Robert says that he can. No. Robert says that he can FedEx Bandit over for a visit. No, Bandit's not leaving my side. And Lamona, thank you for that. I was blessed by Doug. He was a wonderful guy, and this world is a little bit sadder without him. And oh, and hi, Letty and Chuck. Mwah. She says Bandit is precious and agrees with Beverly. He is precious, and he misses his girlfriend Rosie, Letty. He really does. And let's see. Let me go back over here to my comments. And oh, looky here. I got it. Oh, wait. See. Let's see. There we go. She says, "Wow, the honk and those fireworks are loud. Scared me. I'm sorry, Isabelle. Maybe I ought to do something different." It's like. It's so fun playing with these silly things. I just love it, and I haven't laughed in 2 days or anything. And I get on here on Friday nights, and you guys just always do that for me. Thank you. And oh, here's something fun coming up. Hey, Ann says she agrees with Lauri. No dog shipping, Robert. You can't ship my dog off somewhere. And I must have missed it, but I am seeing that Lauri is saying yes, Isabelle. So Isabelle is on here, but I missed her. And yeah, Gina says Robert's going to be in the doghouse over that. And Letty says that Rosie sends her love. We miss Rosie. I'm so glad to see you guys on here and to be able to send you guys some love. Let's see where I'm at over here on my content side. Oh, we've got a fun. Okay, so Robert is on here tonight as a moderator, but I always do this segment because we're apart right now, and it's like you guys know where I am. I'm right here on your screen, but where in the heck is Robert? So we have something fun for you tonight about where is Robert. He put together a special little clip just for you guys. So hang in there, watch this. You're going to enjoy it, and I'll be right back. I'm going to fix myself something to drink. It's just a couple of minutes. It's less than 2 minutes. So you guys watch this.
So what have I been up to these days? Well, if you've ever done any driving on primitive Forest Service or BLM roads, you've probably run into a scene like this. I was looking for waterfalls. This is about 7 miles up a one-lane road that's switched backing up the side of a mountain, and I didn't have the tools to cut that tree up, so I had to back down the better part of a mile, trying to follow the switchbacks, the steep drop-offs frequently on one side, so all of that so I could try and find a place to turn around, because with a full-size van, there's just no turning around on these little one-lane forest roads or BLM roads, and You either have trees beside you, or the ground is just way soft and not gonna, or there's a dip or a ravine, so it's just not conducive to be able to turn out till you find a safe spot. So after backing up for the better part of a mile, I think it was, I managed to find a spot where there was an abandoned, closed down forest road, looked like, but I was able to actually safely get turned around there. So where to after this excitement? Well, I tried Mount Hood once before. It was socked in with clouds when I was there, so maybe it's time to try Mount Hood again. Head back north to that. See if I can get some better photos this time. And so I made it. Unfortunately, the cell service there was nothing like what was reported online in this particular spot I was at, but there was enough to make a few calls and stuff. So this is a White River, runs, that's actually drainage, it's a snowmelt drainage from Mount Hood, and so I was camped right beside that for one night. And this is just a random cool tree from Trillium Lake, not far away from Mount Hood, just about 5 miles away from there, but I thought it was fun.
So wasn't that fun? So thank you for taking time to do that clip for all of us, Robert. That was awesomeness. Thank you. And I've got a surprise for you. So in addition to what you shared, look at this and see if you remember this, Robert. This was from 3 years ago when Robert and I got to go flying. My girlfriend Connie, that's her brother's plane. His name is Norm, and he turned the plane over to Robert and went like that. And you guys should have seen Robert's face drop. We were outside of Cody, Wyoming, over the Bighorns, and it was just lovely. And Julie is asking, what breed of dog is Bandit? Bandit was listed at the shelter as a long-haired Chihuahua, but he's got to have some poodle or something in him because he's got a lot of curly hair. And Isabelle says that she's just listening tonight and has had a day of anxiety. And so you're in good company, Isabelle. I'm going to share here in a little bit. And RV Butterfly has joined us. And I love this. Lori Smith, my mod and friend, says she's going to create a Where's Robert book like Where's Waldo. It'd be great. I would buy it. And Brenda Whitlock shared that her old homestead had a road like that one that Robert just shared with us. And thanks again, Robert. And I saw Regina, I don't see it on here now, but Gina said that's a lot of firewood. And Mimi Weekend says that's a lot of backing up. And I got to go with Ramblin' Rome. And you wouldn't believe some of the roads that this guy has backed up on and gone with like one wheel off the road because it was a cliff and everything. And so he's amazing. But yeah, I backed up for over a mile. Nana's Joy is on tonight. Thank you, and thank you for the shout out on Doug's tribute. He was a wonderful man and deserved all of that. So Michael's saying something about somebody getting a snack, and I'm guessing that's Cindy. I'm not sure what I missed on there, but that was a funny comment. And Isabelle is giving Robert shout outs for being able to drive and backing up like that. That's cool. Let me see what else. I can't walk and talk and chew gum, you guys. Let me read a couple comments and see where we are. Oh my goodness, Sea Lion says for a new squeaky toy for the baby boy. Thank you, Sea Lions. I will sure get him one. He deserves it after this week. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I love that Susie's telling Robert beautiful photos and clips. He does do good work. Check out his channel if you haven't already. And let's see. Ramblin' Rome had to go. Bye, babe. We'll see you later. Good to see you on here. Oh, and Pat in the Hat. Yeah, you were one of the early birds. I listed you as one of the early birds. Let's see. I think I'm caught up now. Oh, Peaches H is in the house. Hello, my darling. Good to see you. And thank you all for letting Robert know you enjoy his work. He really does do good stuff. let's see. I think what's next. Let's see. What's next is Life in the Park. And this week, because of what I'm fixing to share with you about what's really been going on, I don't have a lot for Life in the Park. But look at this bird that came to visit. He's sitting on one of my hummingbird feeders. The other beautiful feeder was given to me by Bertrell, and that is one that I got online at Amazon, and that is a black-headed grosbeak, and he's just so handsome, and he sat out there for a long time. It just amazes me in this heat that these birds will come live here. And Lori says PayPal Coffee Cash headed my way. Thank you guys. And so let's see where I am. Okay, so I'm going to share with you now. Let's talk about a couple of viewer questions, and I'm going to go over very briefly because I'm going to cover more about viewer questions and viewer interactions and things that have been going over this week next. So what I'm fixing to share with you isn't an exact representation of viewer questions yet, but I just had to throw this one up here, and y'all forgive me. It's my channel. If I want to vent a little bit, I get that. I try not to. But I have this one viewer that says you look so ridiculous as an old woman with a rat tail and tattoos. What this Michelle M doesn't realize is that it's an inside job. And when you get comfortable enough in your own skin to be who you want to be and look how you want to be and get tattoos to, where am I? I can't get it in camera. I can't get it in camera. But there's my tattoo. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. And Robert gave that to me for my 60th birthday, and I got this tattoo in commemoration for my sister. And it is love never. I can't do this. Love never fails. Yin and yang. Everything changes, and everything is temporary. Nothing stays the same. Hold everyone in their brightest light, because love never fails, and everything, like I said, is temporary, and everything is also infinite. Nothing goes away, not even those that we've lost. And so that was a good reminder for today, and for Cindy and Mike, and for me, and for Kendall, and everybody that has suffered loss. Nothing ever really goes away. And so I thought, girl, you are just picking on the wrong person on the wrong channel, because we're all good, and there's a lot of us older ones on here, and you get to be whoever you want to be, whatever you want to be, however that wants to be, as long as it's not hurting other people. If let your light shine, let your joy come through, and be whoever you are. You be you, I'll be me. Okay, Michelle M? Sorry, I just had to say that. So there we go. And in all of that, I lost all the comments. Sorry about that. But thank you guys. And so the next viewer question that I want to share is from my great friend Jam Van, also known as Sandy. And she always watches the live chats later. She can't be on here with us on Friday nights. But she got to meet Doug at my meetup, I think in 2017. And she says Doug was one of the kindest people I've ever met, very real and down to earth. He did keep to himself a lot. Yes, he did that year. Totally. A lot, but always had a word of encouragement when needed. I'm very saddened by his loss, and I hope he will always be remembered. My lesson in this is to try hard to look past the comments and behaviors in people that seem to be more intense, I guess is the best word, she says. With all of the crazy things going on in the world, I want to work harder and to give people the benefit of the doubt and just be kind. Thanks for the beautiful tribute. And thank you, Sandy, for the beautiful comment. And that leads me into my weekly spotlight. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to catch up on comments and come back to the weekly spotlight. But all of that tied together, when I share with you what I want to say tonight, you will see why I chose those comments. and they're just so diabolically opposed to each other. And life is always a choice. You get to choose this shoulder or this shoulder and put it out into the world, and it is up to you. That's it, period. And so I'll tell you why Bandit is not doing well and what has come up this week and what is going on. And Lori Smith says, no matter what age you are, be who you are. And that reminds me of my late great friend R.T. Miles, Steve Meeks and mine's late great friend R.T. Miles. He always said, wherever you go, there you are. So that's it. And so many of you are responding to that about, stepping into your own truth and your own light and standing your own 2 feet on your own ground of who you want to be and living in that. And so thank you all for what you're sharing. Anne is asking, did anyone here meet Doug besides Debra? Yes, Anne, there are a lot of people on here that knew Doug personally. And Donita, that is correct. Donita, I hope I'm saying your name right, sweetheart. Donita, I'm not sure, but Donita Forrest. Yes, if you've been watching me, you know that the rat tail, and I don't like calling it that. I call it my COVID braid. My COVID braid is on here because my hair is COVID hair. I couldn't get to a salon like everybody else back in the day, and was self-isolating at Chuck and Letty's house. So I cut my own hair, and I came out and I thought Letty was going to have a heart attack because I went in with long hair, and I came out and I just kept chopping away. And then I decided, well, since it's already so short, I'll just get rid of all the color and go natural. But I kept my COVID braid in commemoration for all of that, and it will stay on until this pandemic has been declared over. So let's see. And everybody, that's Travels. That's a friend of mine. It's good to see you on here, Jennifer. You are just such a crack up. But so that she's not being ugly. She's just being crazy, and I love you for that, Travels. Good to see you on here. Let's see. All right, let me go back over here. If I missed anything, I am sorry, but we'll catch back up. Okay, so let me get into the weekly spotlight and why the thumbnail on tonight's video was an alien head. And by the way, I sent that to Robert one night. I was sitting outside after a long hot day, and I didn't want Robert to see what I really looked like. So I sent him that picture. And he's like, I think I need to come back and rescue you. And somebody earlier asked if I was in Area 51. No, but Nevada is known, well, it's known for a lot of things. But one of the things that it's known for is Area 51. And so I do a lot of alien stuff because it cracks me up, and I like humor. And so no, I'm not in Area 51, but anyway, nobody's in Area 51. The government would escort you out. But I do a lot of alien stuff because I just find it hilarious. The scientist in me, if nothing else, finds it hilarious. And now I'm a desert dweller in Nevada, and it just seems appropriate. Hey, Cheryl's in the house, Pup Camper 58 from Tennessee. Welcome, sweetheart. And that's right, Gina. That's what I just said. You can't be in Area 51. No, you go out in handcuffs. Where was I? Okay, I can't find my squirrel thing. That was definitely a squirrel moment. I haven't used squirrel in a long time. I need to find some kind of a sound for squirrel. I don't know what they do. I mean, that wouldn't be very funny, but let's see. Cardiz is in the house. Welcome. Good to see you on here. Oh, I got to get rid of squirrel. Sorry, Cardiz. All right, there's Cardiz. You're not late. Anytime you can get here is wonderful. Okay, so this week, the reason that the alien head is up there, you guys, here we go. Here's why. My two videos this week. On Monday, it was about staying cool, and on Wednesday, it was my buyer beware video. And and I'm going to talk. Both of those things are going to tie together in my weekly spotlight, and you're going to see why. It's been a tough week. It has been a weird week, and I feel like an alien in a different universe. And if I start crying, y'all just ignore that and try to listen to what I'm saying. I talked to David. Of course, I've been talking to Robert too, but I talked to David, my trustee, and I'll just say somebody called me out for calling him my trustee instead of my payee. He's not just my payee from Social Security who won't let me have my own disability check. He is my trustee because my doctors also mandated that I have a legal guardian. So David is all of the above, and instead of being a legal guardian with all of the power of attorneys and my payee for the federal government, we decided to make it all one package into a legal trustee. And so I'm not wrong, and I'm not being dramatic. He's my trustee. So that was kind of a side note. I guess another squirrel. But I can do this. I can point to the sign that. How did I do that, Lori? Lori Bohr gave me that. Beware of squirrel. I can just go squirrel, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But I talked to him today, and because I needed help getting through all of this, and I am doing fine, and Bandit and I both will be fine. But it has been a rough week, and there's so many people that are going through so much. I'm not trying to say I'm unique. It's my live stream, and I'm talking, and so I'm sharing with you what I experienced. I'm not in any way trying to say it's unique or that I have been any different than anybody else. And I love it. You guys speak Debra so well, you're preempting me to keep me on track because once I do a squirrel, I lose track of where I was. And so Sea Lions is already telling me, okay, you're talking about a hard week in your two videos. so thank you. And Lori says she's been with her two grands, and it's been an exhausting week. And Robert and all the other grandparents on here can identify with that. Um, but let's talk first. I'm going to tie them together. The Monday's video and the Wednesday's video. But let's talk first about staying cool. Now that video went up on Monday, right? You guys, look at the temperature that I dealt with on Saturday. Okay, that is the outdoor high, and the bottom is the indoor high. And so that tells you right there, my air conditioner ain't working so hot. In fact, here is a picture, and I should have probably blown that up more. Actually, I think what I meant to do was show you both of those in conjunction. So that picture shows you my air conditioner dripping, and you guys, you can see all of that. The oh, I don't know what that's called, but the siding and everything. The guys that are going to come out and install my new air conditioner, they're going to be uh, repairing all of that. And so the rig is getting new sealant and all kinds of stuff done to her, and so that'll look better. But my AC went out, and I have a backup plan, and I'm going to tell you about it. But we're talking about staying cool right now, and so I had to take the vent cover off, and it got up to 102 in here. And I have Robert's van. He left his van, old gray here, and but I didn't have the AC on in there. And the AC, I've got it back running now. It's gimping along, but and I've got the new one on order. But with all of the pandemic and delays and everything, it's just taking time to get the new unit here, and then for them to get scheduled to come out. Everything in America is just delayed, it seems. So I have Robert's van, the old gray, and it has his window unit, the AC in it, but I didn't have the window unit on. And this was in the afternoon, and so I turned the AC on out there, but it never got cool enough in there. It wasn't much cooler in that van than it was here. And so I think that was Saturday. Let me go back and look at that picture. Now I don't remember. Yeah, Saturday. So that was on Saturday, and so I got heat sick on Saturday, and it took me a couple of days to recover from that. And so I was in the middle of recovering from that heat sickness when Doug died, right on the heels of Beverly dying, and it didn't start. It was a horrible way to start a week. And so hang with me because I'm going to walk you through this because I think there's something in this for all of us. And I hope to share with you what I've learned from this week because y'all, I look fairly normal right now, unless your name is Michelle M. I probably look fairly normal, but I feel like I'm wearing that freaking alien head, and I'll tell you more why. But let me catch up on comments and see what I'm missing. And I don't know if I can catch up. You guys are all sharing with each other and talking to each other, and I love that. Thank you. Oh, looky here. And Travel says we want to hear about you. That's why we're here. Well, I hope you're here for each other too. But thank you. Y'all just lift my spirits every week. I needed this connection tonight. I am in the middle of the Mojave Desert, 40 miles from the nearest town. I don't have any neighbors or anything, and that's okay. You guys, if you know me, you know that I love boondocking and I go out in the wild and I stay by myself for weeks on end anyway. But with this pandemic and everything that's going on, and then when you have losses and loved ones that you lose to death, and you've got friends that are having hard times, and then you have a couple of things come up, and that was the first thing I shared with you was that heat sickness. I need this connection on Friday night, and so thank you for being here, everybody. And oh, hello, Joni's RV Journey says she would be melting in those temperatures. I did. I got sick, and so did Bandit. I filled my my kitchen sink up with water, and kept not dipping him like drowning him, but putting Bandit in that, and he was able to stay cooler than his mama. I promise you that. And Kathy Lippincott is here and says sorry she's late. No worries. Glad that you're here. And I have 360 of you on here, and thank you for being here. And I have 97 thumbs up at this time. Will you please take a moment and go down and hit that thumbs up for me because it really does help. And I'm trying to grow my channel. And with that, before I go on with what happened the rest of the week and why Bandit is not doing well tonight, I also want to say if you're on here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's just a click of the button, and it doesn't do anything maybe for you, but it really helps my channel and helps it grow, and I really appreciate it. And if you want to stay involved with my channel and know when I put up new videos, then click that bell and click for all notifications so that you get notified when I do a new video. Take a moment and do that right now, please. And Nana's Joy is from Michigan, and Traveling with the Graham Cracker is in the house, and she says hello. And Pete, he says hello, Brady. I can't even talk tonight. I give up. Brady, y'all know that I'm all rattled and everything, and I'm fixing to share with you why. Peaches says liquid for powder in your water works wonder to hydrate and replace electrolytes. That's true. And I just really appreciate it. And let's see. Oh, and Brady, I wanted to tell you I've seen your comment, and thank you on the shout out to on Doug's video, and you mentioned your class of him doing the tires at your class. And yes, he came out of his shell. He did the tire classes at my meetup first, and of course Brady was there, and Brady was so great. He did such a good job on helping me gather money. We did a fundraiser this last year for the local animal shelter in Parker, and Brady is the one that gathered all the money for me. And then because Doug did a class on plugging your tires, doing tire repairs on the road when you have to. My glasses are crooked. There we go. Anyway, Brady got him to do that same class at his birthday party that Brady had after my meetup. So Doug came out of his shell not only enough to do a class at my meetup, he then went to Brady's birthday bash and did the same class for him there. So that was pretty awesomeness. And oh, and Lori is putting up Patreon. Thank you. If you, I always do things in real time on Patreon. If you're interested in being a KOKO fam member, that's for $1 a month, and or can be as little as $1 a month. So let me go on with my story. I think I'm caught up on comments now, and so my next video on Wednesday was the buyer beware video. And I want to say thank you to everybody that left so many wonderful comments on both the staying cool and the buyer beware videos, and everybody shared their own experiences and their tips, tricks, and tools, and the comments were just fun to read and interact with. And so thank you for that. So on Saturday I got hot sick. I don't know how else to say it. And then had all of these tragedies. And then on yesterday, I went to town, and I did my what I shared on my buyer beware video. I shared that I did my curbside pickup, and I went in the store and I did my in-store pickup, and got a few things, and then I went to my mailbox, and I haven't even been able to open packages from my mailbox, and I see that a few people have sent me something. And so if you have sent me something and I'm not responding to it tonight, I apologize. I promise I will get around to opening those packages tomorrow, and we'll feature that on my next week's Friday Night Live. And Robert, if you could take a moment and put up my mailing address, I'd appreciate it. I had a couple of people ask, and we'll just go ahead and take care of that right now. So I did those errands, and I don't know, it just, in addition to what I'm fixing to share with you that happened, I just felt like I was in a Mad Max world. That I saw people in fist fights. I don't know what they were fighting over in parking lots. I saw a fender bender, and people got out of their car and they just went flying at each other, and it wasn't a big deal. As I drove by, I looked, and their vehicles weren't even that damaged. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know what is going on, but people were just acting crazy. And then when I was in Walmart, they had signs up everywhere, no cash. They won't take cash, and I think it's different in every Walmart. I'm not saying it's Walmart around the country. I know that a lot of Walmarts are doing it. In fact, a relative of Robert's put this up. This is Whole Foods. They're also not taking cash, and this is going to be ongoing. A lot of people are saying that it's because there's a coin shortage, and I had one of the managers at Walmart told me that they can't even get enough small bills to do. Corporate has told them they couldn't send enough small bills to handle transactions, and that they're leaving it to the managers to handle it how they want to. And so I don't know what it is up with that. But Rady, he says that that's the same with the Walmart in Flagstaff, and I know it's everywhere. And Robert put up my Gmail address. If anybody wants to email me about these topics tonight, I'll be happy to try and correspond with you. I read every email, but I often can't get back to everybody. And he put up my mailing address as I requested. So thank you. And I get that a lot of this is because of it's not just us, of course, it's a global pandemic, and it's affecting everything. But you guys, I felt like I was in a twilight zone. And I have come to realize that I can't go to town in one morning, okay, because I have to unplug the RV, and I drive the RV, and the AC in the engine hasn't been fixed, and the AC in the roof hasn't been fixed. And so I don't have AC right now when I unplug. And so I leave camp like at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I try to. This time I didn't get out of camp till a little bit later. But I do the early morning pickup at Walmart, like I shared in my video. And Robert, if you could put a Monday's video link up and Wednesday's video link up, I would appreciate it. And I did what I always do, but I have learned because of my cognitive abilities, I'm not fast enough to be able to do all of my errands in one day, in one morning, and beat the heat. I just can't do it. And so what I'm going to have to do from now on is spend the money when I go to town. There's just no getting around it. Is spend the money when I go to town to stay in town overnight so that I can do one batch of errands in the morning. Because I go into town every 2 weeks or so, and I get my supplies, I get my mail, I run any other errands I have to, I get propane, I get gas in the RV at minimum. And you guys, it got so hot, and I was worried about my dog again. We had just recuperated from Saturday's heat sickness, and I didn't make it back in time. And it takes me an hour to get back home, and I didn't make it back in time before it got really, really hot again. And I I have a backup plan now. And I'm learning how to do all this, but I got sick again, and my dog got sick, and he hasn't really recovered yet. And the town was insane. And and then I got a call from a friend last night. I got friends that are just freaking out on me and turning into people I don't even know anymore. This whole COVID thing is just messing with everybody and changing everybody. And I was on the phone last night trying to reason with my friend who was just upset over the stupidest stuff. And I'm so tired of that. Life is so short, and it came on top of me being sick again this week, Bandit being sick again this week, being in town and dealing with all of that, and feeling like a failure because I couldn't run all the errands fast enough that I needed to take care of me and Bandit, and then driving an hour and getting back home and getting hooked back up, and then dealing with my friend, and I just thought, you know what, I am going to maintain my channel, and I'm going to take care of me and Bandit. But I can't help. I can't help take care of everybody. And if people don't understand me, like that Michelle M, if you don't like what I'm doing, if you're a friend or family member and you don't get what I'm doing, or you don't agree with me, or we don't see eye to eye, I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to argue or let you try to argue with me anymore. And I just want all the craziness to stop. Life right now is hard enough for all of us in dealing with this. Some people have it pretty easy, but most people are struggling, and all of this warring and being against each other and misunderstanding each other. I go back to what Sandy Jam Jam Van said. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt the best I can. All of this assuming that somebody meant something negative by what they said is just stupid, and I'm tired of it. And I ran across something that really struck home with me, and it was on the internet. And I don't. The person that posted it said they didn't write it and they don't know who did. But it says, just because I could yesterday doesn't mean I can today. But just because I can't today doesn't mean I won't be able to tomorrow. And so Bandit and I barely got ready for tonight. I've been sick all day, but I was able to do it because I wanted this connection with you guys, and because I think my Friday night lives are important for us all to be together. But my little dog, he's still sick. He's okay, and he'll get better. But it's just, I'm done with people being poopy. I don't know how else to say it. I'm done with people being poopy, and I'm going to catch up on your comments. But I'm going to show one more thing, and then I'm going to read comments and catch up and talk to everybody, and we'll close in a little bit for tonight. I'm not ready to get off yet, but I just want to remind everybody, this that I'm fixing to share with you was originally um, credited to Buddha, and Buddha didn't say it, and then it's been just credited to so many people over time that I couldn't really find the original person that said it. But before you write something, or before you say something to somebody, ask yourself these three things. Is it true? Okay, first and foremost, is it true? Not just from your own perspective, but is it really true? And even if it is true, then ask yourself, is it necessary? Do I really need to say this right now? And then lastly, is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And if those three things can't be said yes to, then just don't. Just be nice, be kind, be loving, and stop all this warring. Please, it gets to me. I don't even like going into town anymore. And then I got to tell you, I was unkind and to someone today, and I didn't mean to be, but I caught it later, and I'll be apologizing to them later. And I just life is so short. I didn't come back from a brain injury, and I didn't rescue this dog for him to have a better life. For me to keep putting us at risk, I'll figure out how to go to town and take care of us. But town is awful. People are awful. And don't be a part of that. Be a part of the change. Be a part of the light and love and joy. I, I just, I'm here in the desert and I'm going through, I don't know, so many shifts and changes in my life, and I guess it's appropriate that I'm in the desert. But it seems to me that we all are. People have just gone mad, and I just want my viewers to not be that. Be different than that. Be better than that. Be more kind than that. And be more loving than that. And and then like my wonderful viewers are, and my KOKO family is. Lori Smith gave me a super chat tip, and she says for a hotel room. Thank you, Lori. I can't do a hotel room, but I'll be taking the RV, and I will use that money for that. Thank you. I will. It's okay, baby. I will use that money to stay a night. I mean, I have to leave an RV park to go stay in an RV park, and that's kind of stupid. But I wouldn't have moved out. Well, I would too, because I'm at somewhere that's like anywhere else would be like 2 or 3 times more expensive. You okay? You gonna be okay? Tell me you're gonna be okay. And so I'm out here where I am, and even going into town every 2 weeks, honey, if you're gonna growl at me, you gotta get down. No, if you're gonna growl, you gotta get down. Anyway, just going into town every 2 weeks and staying at an RV park overnight is cheaper than living in town. Trust me. I'm out here for a reason, and it's all good. Oh my goodness! And let's. Dee Dembik sent me a super chat tip, and thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate that. And I really am not saying it. The, I do need the money, but I'm not saying it for the money. I don't know how to say what I want to say right now. I just, I know we all see it. We all see what's going on in the news, and we all see the hurt in the world right now, but I'm experiencing it up close and personal. And I saw people yelling at each other in the store over stupid stuff, and I just, you got to stay 6 feet apart. But I wanted to just go up and give them a hug and say, please don't do this. Just, I want everybody to just stop and don't be this way, and be more like my wonderful viewers who always lift me up every Friday night. And I'm being such a Debbie Downer right now, and I don't mean it that way. And so let me catch up with comments. And I have 506 people on here right now, and 125 thumbs up. I would love to have 500 thumbs up, please. Just take a moment and look down there and click that thumbs up. I would really, really, really appreciate that. And I'm going to grab a Kleenex and see if I can get a hold of myself. And just know that I know how to take care of Bandit and I now when we go to town. And I know that I can't do all of my errands in one day. And it's so frustrating because I don't do that much, and it's only because of my stupid TBI, and so that I get that's very frustrating. But it is okay. I'm now I've smeared my glasses and I can't see anything. See, I'll get to see what a real mess I am. I'm not always polished. And oh, good, I can see again. I got all the smear off. But I, it's just so frustrating, and it, to not be able to be as fully, how do I want to say this, as fully self-reliant and as fully functional as I want to be. Doesn't matter what I want, I have my limitations, as does everyone. And coming to terms with that sometimes makes me an unkind person, and I don't want to be that person either. And so we'll all just work on it together. Okay, so let me see if I can catch up where we are on some comments, and we'll call it a good Friday night. And thank you. You never know what you're going to get when you show up here, right? You just don't. You don't know what you're going to get when you come to Friday Night Live. Thank you all for sticking with me through this. Okay, so I don't know if I can catch up or not. Um, Give me a moment. Y'all talk among yourselves while I catch up. Um, let's see. Megan is showing great empathy. Thank you, Megan. She says the heat is hard on the body and the mind, and then adding deaths of friends is additionally hard. Yeah, and then trying to manage the RV and errands and everything, and then getting a bad phone call from a friend just undid me, just unraveled me. Let's see what else. Um, Oh, I love that, people giving each other shout outs on here. I love that. Good to see. Um, Thank you, Joyce Selby. She says my hair makes me look younger even though it's gray. How about that? Ta-da! That's too funny. And Victoria Hinton is on here. That's wonderful. Hi, Victoria. I missed you earlier. I think I didn't say hi. If I did, I'm giving you double hi, and that's okay too. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Nee the Wonder Cat says, for a cool drink, Deborah. I will take you up on that. Thank you. I told you it's an alien kind of week. I'm trying to get a grip. Thank you very much. All of you, thank you. Um, let's see, what else is on here? Um, Oh, Sea Lion says maybe there is an RV park with hookups in town. There is a one. There's a ton of RV parks, and Robert did a wonderful video on his channel about all the RV parks in the area. And so yes, I can get to a place where Bandit and I can stay in the RV. So what I'll do is I'll go in early one morning and do half my errands, go to the RV park in town, spend the night, get up early the next morning, finish my errands, and come home. That's the game plan. Y'all, help me uh, hold prayer and thumbs up, fingers crossed, and toes crossed, and everything that I can pull that off. I'm still reading comments. Let's see. Oh, so many of you sent me hugs and love. Thank you. While I shared from my heart about where I'm really at and what's wrong with Bandit, I feel like I did damage to my dog, and that's never a good thing. And Lynn wants to know if there's Instacart delivery out here. No, I live 40 miles from the nearest town. UPS won't even deliver out here. So, no, I don't get delivery where I am. And I'm out here because I'm trying to be fully self reliant and self sufficient, and live within my means. And my trustee and I worked hard to find a place that I could afford monthly, and I just didn't see all of this other stuff coming up. And y'all know there's been so many wonderful blessings. I got Robert back. Woo! I got my RV. Woo! I'm getting it fixed up and getting a new air conditioner. Woo! And I have a new home base with a beautiful shed, and woo, there's a lot of good stuff, you know. I just it's not a bad thing being here. It's just some adjustments, and I'll get there. And let's see, I saw, Lori is telling me deep breath. It's not that I'm not doing deep breaths, and I'm not just going with the flow. Thank you, Lori. It's not that. I think in this day and age, with all of the cray cray stuff that's going on in the world, that even with all of the faith in the world, which I have, in a strong spiritual connection, which I have, it's okay to allow yourself to feel the rifts in the universe right now, and to feel the pain, and don't, to connect with that, but not like, I don't mean let yourself get down from it and stay in it, but right now, you guys, this week it was overwhelming, and I am in the throngs of it, and I'll pull out of that, and but it doesn't mean that I'm doing anything, that I'm not doing deep breaths, and that I'm not okay. I am okay. It just, I had to share where my heart is. And my cousin Cindy says, "Come on down. We're very laid back here, other than this weekend with the tropical storm Hannah." Yeah, you guys stay safe. No more flooding at your house, Cindy. No more flooding. Um, and so Nana's Joy says, "Can I get a book and go up to the office and cool off?" And I think I saw that Gina or somebody shared with you, Nana, that the RV park where I'm at here, they don't have an office. So and let's see, I'm trying to think. All right, I think I'm getting caught up. How's everybody doing? I hope, I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, and Pam says that she's sorry about the heat sickness in Bandit. Good idea to stay in town overnight. I think so too. I had to come up with something. I had to come up with something to take care of me and Bandit, and so I think that's going to be the. I hate spending the extra money because we're working so hard for me to stay within my means, and I think it's going to work out great. Um, let's see. Joni's RV Journey says kindness is very underrated. Um, and let's see. I'm reading, so I'm on here. I'm sorry. I know it's probably very boring for you when I'm reading and it's quiet. And Shanna Craft says, "I think it is kind should be number one." It certainly, it could be, but the saying just goes, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And I think even if you do it in that order, by the time you get through the other two, you can really come from a heart space to listen to your heart and see if you're being kind. So that kind of wipes out probably 90%. I know I wouldn't have said something I said today to somebody if I'd have done those three steps, because it was true and it was necessary. And I probably could have said it in a kind way, but I didn't. So um, let's see. And Rady, he's asking, is Bandit Heat sick? Yes, Bandit got sick yesterday. He's okay, but he's still recovering, and so he's grumpy today. And I'm letting him be grumpy, and and loving on him when he needs me or comes to me, and then letting him have his space. And let's see what else. Let's see. It's life is good no matter what, and it's all temporary, yin and yang. Let's see. Oh, I see somebody I hadn't heard from before. I don't think Hawk and Hawk. Good to see you on here. And Sandra King says, "I'm grieving somebody I lost very special, not just Doug, but my cousin Beverly and that I couldn't be there to help my cousins Cindy and Mike, and my friend Kendall that lost her dog that was good friends with my two dogs I lost. That brought up a lot. It's just been a weird week. I promise. If you're new on here and you're not always on Friday Night Live, y'all tell them Friday Night Lives aren't always like this. Y'all tell them that for me. Tell them it's fun usually. And let's see. Uh, Mimi asked if Bandit's peeing and drinking. I can't get him to drink. I don't. I even have taken. Hang on, he's chewing something he doesn't need to be chewing. Let me get him a toy. Hang on. Yeah, buddy. Chew that. Chew that instead. Chew that. Oh, good boy. I had to get him a different toy to chew. He was chewing the rug. I can't get him to drink, and so what I'm doing is I'm dipping like food in water and hand feeding him so that he'll get some liquid in him. So I don't know what else to do. I should have said this up front. I contacted a friend of mine that's a vet tech, and she's given me hints on what to do, and that. I'm treating him with the things that she's told me to do, and a couple of you have had some good suggestions on there tonight. Oh, and Janice Hart says it's hard to carry a load on your own. Once Robert returns, you'll feel better. Robert returning will make everything better. He's out working though, and he's doing what he has to do to make a living, and that's what we do, right? If he was in the armed services or something, he probably wouldn't be able to be here with me. So he's out working and making money, and that's a good thing. Doing a freelance gig right now. Pam wants to know if we can do thumbs up more than once. um, Blanche, or I believe it's Blanche Taylor. Um, uh, After doctors and meetup. Good for you, Blanche. If you get on the road, please stay safe. And and Lori says she's had the same cry session lately, and I just really appreciate all this. And Johnette says sending. Oh no, I hit the wrong one. Sorry. Johnette says sending love. Rocking chair balance my life. That's good, and she's sending love to all that are suffering. Thank you, Johnette. That's very kind. And Tina B says, am I not able to camp at a higher altitude to cool off? Oh, I keep clicking the wrong one. I'm so sorry, you guys. So she says, are you not able to travel and camp at a higher altitude to cool off? No, my rig's not road ready. And I knew that when I bought her, and I've got to get some things done. And, I've got to see my doctors next month. And so no, I can't. I'm literally stuck here. That's another feeling that's not very good, but it's all good. It's okay. And Steve and Beverly, yes, this too shall pass. Thank you both, and thank you for your phone calls this week and for reaching out to me. I love you. I'm blessed by so many wonderful people in my life. And Susie's asking if I'm able to sleep because the heat is tough. I so far I've been very blessed. One of the air conditioners has been working at night, and so I'm able to sleep. And Bandit and I have been cooled off and doing really well since we got back. And let's see what else. Oh, y'all are telling each other how to do the thumbs up and the chats and underneath the video. Thank you for helping everybody know how to do that, and I hope everybody has subscribed. Sea Lion says, could I hire somebody to do my errands? No, I couldn't do that. Oh, and my little sweet great niece Alicia, she says, love you. I love you too, my darling. And Aunt Deborah's okay. I'm just sharing from my heart tonight. And I know you know what it's like because you're in the house with your cousins, and y'all don't get to go out and do what you used to do on your summers either. And so that's it. That's really kind of what we're talking about, is adjusting to the changes in the world right now, my darling. And I've got Woo Mobile is on here from uh, Scotland. Welcome. Let me see. Am I getting caught up? I can't tell if I'm getting caught up or not, but as long as you guys are on here and doing okay, I'll get caught up. Hang with me. um, Carol Springstead is asking, how long am I going to stay at my home base? And she says, I know you need to get set up, and travel is hard right now. Nobody in this crazy world that we're living in right now knows what tomorrow brings. I mean, I guess we never really do, but who knows? I wouldn't be comfortable traveling right now. Robert had to for work, and other people are and doing really well. But when you're a nomad and you can't carry very many supplies, and you depend on being able to go into the stores and get something to eat and getting your supplies restocked, it gets pretty scary. And so even when my van, I'm not in a van anymore, I'm in a beautiful RV. But even when my RV gets fixed and road ready, it depends on what's happening with the global pandemic, whether I hit the road or not. In the meantime, it'll be cooling down here by then. Gina tells me that it's September, it starts cooling down a lot in the desert. And so my doctor's appointment is, I see doctors next month, and the rig is getting fixed next month. And so she says it cools down in September, and then by then we'll know what's happening worldwide. So we'll see. Um, let's see. And I don't get bored. I have so much to do, and I've got my business that I run on in writing and everything, that I don't get bored. And I don't feel lonely. I have too many connections, and I just never have anyway. I'm just not somebody that gets lonely. Let's see. Oh, and my niece Elizabeth says, we love over here. You will always get positivity from us. Love you. Yes, I know that, sweetheart. You're an angel. And Pearl says, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Yes, that's true. Thank you. Oh, good. I've got some people telling me they think that's a good game plan for me to stay in town. That's great. Robert says, maybe the aliens will deliver out here. He's not being glib, you guys. He always tries to make me smile. Thank you, Robert. Love you. Let's see. And I must have missed something. People are sending prayers and everything to Woo Mobile. Take care. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read comments as fast as I can. And Lori says, what about a share ride with a neighbor? Not in this day and age. Not with people I don't know, and not in the car. Not happening. And well, I don't want them putting me at risk, and I don't want to put them at risk. And yeah, I just need my AC fixed, and it's getting there. It's just staying waiting on the parts to arrive, and then getting it all scheduled and everything. So uh, let's see. I think. Rita Ledbetter says that she thought I started at 7. Well, you got a little bit toward the end there, Rita, and if you came in late, you're probably wondering what in the heck's going on. I hope you'll watch the whole thing and find out. And oh, my sister finally, she made it on. She's saying hi. Hello, Cherie. Love you. That's her daughter Elizabeth and her granddaughter Alicia that I've been talking to. Oh, and I've been crying, and Amber Rogers says I look beautiful. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. Um, let's see. Rita, somebody saying hi to Rita. And Joni says sometimes the load just becomes too much and you have to let it out. That's kind of what's happening right now. And Mark and Irene signed off and said they went to bed. Good night, you guys. And oh, I didn't know Steel Magnolias had that as a quote. Brenda says that laughter through tears is my favorite emotion from Steel Magnolias. I'll have to watch that movie again. All right, I think that we are getting caught up. And I'm good, you guys. I can take care of my own errands and everything, and I just gotta I'll be staying in town and everything overnight. If I have to do it 2 nights to take care of me and Bandit. Oh, he came to say hi. Let's see if you want to say bye to everybody. Tell him you're okay. Uh, you want to tell him you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Yeah, he'll be okay. I'll make sure he's okay. I promise. And oh, frozen chicken broth and ice cube trays. I might try that for him. Maybe he would lick on that. That's a good idea. And Rita Ledbetter says it's hard to care about people and not be there when they need you, but everyone is so spread out nowadays. Yeah, I wasn't able to be there in person with Mike and Cindy. I wasn't able to be there in person with Doug, and I know it's hard for Robert being away and not being able to be here with us, but um, it's all good. And yeah, but thank God for technology and that we can all stay in touch with each other. My hair, I'm looking a little ragged there. And Megan says that my Fridays are always uplifting, and she lost somebody this morning too, and that's why Friday nights just do it for me. You guys, you do it for me, and so thank you. Let's see. I would take your cooler weather, raised by wolves. Thank you. And Brian is in the house, Texas to Sturgis. Hi, buddy. Uh, let's see. Oh, Susie and Noreen are saying cooling jackets for dogs. I'm not going to let them get hot again, but I will look into that. Send me some links through email. Email me and let me know some links. And that just reminds me, if y'all buy anything on Amazon, please use my Amazon affiliate link. It helps me in Bandit, and it doesn't cost you any extra. So. Rita says about walking into the bank with a mask. I know. Robert teased that I looked like I was robbing a bank the other day. Pearl, I'm not sure what you're talking about. She says that was not me. I don't know what it is I missed, honey. I'm sorry. Um, let's see. Okay, Brenda Whitlock says about a small window air conditioner. No, that small window air is having a hard enough time doing and I think I addressed that on my video. I'm not sure about staying cool. I did it in the comments to somebody. A small window unit won't work on this big RV. The overhead RV air conditioner has a hard enough time staying up, and I drive this RV too much to have a air conditioner sticking out my window. That's just not something I can do. So, Antonia on the road says she's checking in and with kids. And so I'm reading now what Freddie is sharing, that our grandmother fixed a bowl of ice water, and the dog was bobbing for apples. That is so funny. I tried to give Bandit some cool water, and he won't drink it if it's cold. You know, he's from Mexico originally. That's where he was so abused. He's from Mexico originally, and I gave him cold water, and he didn't want anything to do with it. But I thought he would. I thought, here, buddy. But he'll be okay. He'll be okay, you guys. And Kevin and Sherry Foster say we are big fans. Debra, you keep being you. Thank you. I will, but I promise not. Friday nights aren't usually like this. And let's see. Um, Noble CE says that hopefully the repair people will surprise me. They're ready. They can't get the parts in. They can't even get the air AC unit in. Everything in our country is just backlogged right now. It's crazy. Um, let's see. Uh-oh, you fell down? Did you fall down? Oh, thank you, Kathy Decree. She says she sent some PayPal love. That got Bandit's attention. And so I don't know how long it'll take to get the parts and everything in. Thank you again, Kathy. That was so sweet. To get the parts in and everything. My contractors don't know. Everybody's just on hold in this world right now. Um, and yes, my vet friend is the one that told me to put Bandit and cool water in the sink, and so when that's what I do every few hours. I've been putting him in there, and but he's cooled off now. I mean, he's just still. It just takes a while to recover from heat sickness. It just does. Uh, oh, Lynn Krin says she sent some money to you guys. Thank you. I gotta do that again. Y'all wait, let me see if I can get when Lynn's name goes away, I'm gonna do the bicycle horn again. Y'all watch Bandit's ears. Thank you, Lynn. All right, my darlings, thank y'all all for being on here tonight, and thank you to all the new people that I saw that I don't know, hadn't seen before, at least that I don't remember. And oh, one more, Judy Abernathy. Woo! Bandit's starting to feel better. He's holding his head up more. And again, I'm so sorry. I knew I would be emotional tonight. I didn't know I would lose it quite so badly. I thought I'd cried it all out before I got online. Thank you all for the super chat tips, and thank you for always joining me on my Friday Night Live. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell, and share my videos and help me grow my channel. It's so important to me, and we we uh, we just really appreciate you being here. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to sign off now, and I love you. Take care. Can you say bye? I'm not going to make him do anything. He's not feeling good. All right, everybody. Love you. Bye.